guys, time for another video. I should only have 2 more videos left, well this one and then the next one, and we should finally be caught up on everything that's happened since I stopped vlogging. So last video I talked about the big breakup and more job problems and struggling to find balance within my mental and emotional life. So at that time, which I should say was probably after August. Yeah, because I stopped McDonald's in August, and then it was the end of August, mid to like the middle of December that not December, September, that I had the marketplace job that I lost. And like I said, after that, I kind of just crashed, went downhill, and was not myself. I was in a very dark place, and I thought that my life was just not going to get better, that everything was just going to get worse and worse and worse, and I didn't really see the point in living, and I just honestly thought I'd be better if I just fell asleep and never woke up. That's kind of how dark my thought process got at one point. I don't think like that anymore, thank goodness, but yeah, that's how bad it got at one point. I just didn't see the point in waking up anymore. So then I started to look for jobs again. I applied for different McDonald's, I applied for gas stations, I applied for Starbucks, and I was just trying to keep my hopes up, trying to keep the positivity, and trying to find another job. And it took a few weeks to find another job. It took all of September. Yeah, it took basically all of the end of August and all of September to find another job. And during that process, I was trying to find my positivity again, trying to find my ability to see the silver linings and the bright side, and just trying to find peace within myself, mentally and emotionally, because I was still crazy. Like, I was still completely like on another planet because I wasn't taking care of myself and I wasn't exercising, and I was basically just going out of my mind slowly. And there were still things going on with me and my current roommate, who was my ex-boyfriend. There's still stuff that was and is going on, and at the time wasn't helping because we were still fighting like crazy, and I was still very upset about us breaking up. So I was still dealing with all of that stuff, and I think I did cry a few more times just from being overwhelmed and being overly stressed, and I was so mentally bogged down. My chest was hurting. I remember at one point for a couple weeks, maybe a few weeks straight, that I would have chest pains every night and every day, and my head would hurt, and I felt like I was going to have a legitimate heart attack at one point, or a stroke or something, because I was that stressed out. And I was not in a healthy place at all. So I was still dealing with the whole breakup thing, which comes to my crazy emotional side versus my logical side, and I still fight with that a lot. My emotional side, when it came to my ex, was, oh my god, I'm still in love with him, I love him so much, and we had so many good times together, and I gave him everything that I had, and so much time spent on him, and blah 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 blah. And then the logical side was like, you also need to look at the bad things that happened and the bad things that he did and the ways that he hurt you, and why you broke up with him in the first place. You have to see that and think about that. But my emotional side was stuck in the past and was only seeing the good things, and like my emotional side has such selective memory that it basically pushed out all of the bad things and was only seeing the good things. And it took me having to just shut myself up and take a step back and look at things from a logical standpoint of, why did I break up with him in the first place? And you have to remember all the bad things that did happen, which is why you broke up with him. because the bad shit was actually outweighing the good stuff that was happening. And I had to remember that. So that's why, or I should say, that was just crazy, crazy emotional versus logical, and it was nuts, and I was just like, ah. And now I'm better as far as that goes. I'm able to separate my emotions from my logic and deal with things with half emotion and half logic, not all emotion. I've definitely calmed down more emotionally, and I'm more emotionally stable, so now I'm able to think things through in a more logical way and understand why I do certain things and why I had to do certain things. And then I did find a better job just recently. Recently, I did find a better job. It is at a gas station, and it's paying me $9.50 an hour, which is really good. So I'm very excited about that I have a new job. And I actually have to go to work tomorrow. So I think that's all for now. Recovering from the breakup, trying to find my positivity, dealing with my crazy emotional side versus my logical side, trying to find a better job, which I did find. And I think that's basically it. So I will see you guys in the next one on what's happening now. And then we'll be all caught up. So talk to you later.